Hello everyone, this is Sandra at the Whispering Well. So I said that I would talk a little bit about the trip to Avebury on the way to Glastonbury last week and Stonehenge on the way back. So I always love going to Avebury. I love the stones. They always feel to me almost like they're people, or like they're alive in some way. And I know it's going to sound weird, but that's how they feel to me. I always want to touch them, and in fact, even more than that, I always want to hug them. It's like they're people. So Richard, his husband, and myself stopped off there at Avebury. It was a really lovely day. We walked all around the stones. I had to do a little bit of touching and hugging of stones, but there's one in particular, kind of, you go up some steps and through a gate, and it's kind of on this kind of back end, and it's almost got a kind of squarish look to it, but it's like someone sitting on the on a throne on top of the stones, or sitting on a chair carved out of the stone, kind of like how the emperor is in the tarot, something like that. But it's like it's got a really friendly face. It's not horrible. You don't feel, oh, I don't like that. It just feels like that one is just there and going, hello, hi, kind of thing. But when I was there with my brother, I don't know if you remember me saying that we were walking along, and it was that area again where we came across one stone, and my brother got just this voice saying, like in his mind I suppose, saying, we have been waiting for you, which is really cool, and that has attracted my brother back there. And I think I might be going back to Avebury when he gets back off holiday, but we'll see, because he wants to go back there, and I don't mind how many times I go to Avebury. So and as I was walking up that way, and I wasn't even really thinking about anything, I mean, Richard was walking in front of me, and I was just walking along sort of behind and looking at the rocks. And when I get anything psychically, like when I used to do the development circle, you don't like hear a voice in your ear or hear it out loud. It's like you hear it in your mind, but it's very clear. So I'm walking along, and I heard definitely the words, welcome back. Oh, I'm telling you, you get goosebumps just thinking about it. And I didn't actually say this to Richard, so if he watches this, he'll probably get a shock. Because I didn't say it. I don't think I said it anyway, because I thought, no, now it sounds too weird. You know, he'd be thinking, oh my god. But I know it sounds weird, but I can only tell you it how it is, how it came to me, and what it said, and that's all I can say. But that place feels so alive to me with energies. And it's just amazing, and it does feel like whenever I go there, like it's like coming home. It is like coming home, and it was just weird that those words were welcome home. But anyway, but it was really lovely to walk around the stones and feel them. And even Richard actually said, feel how warm the stones feel. And it wasn't that it was a boiling hot day and the stones had got red hot in the sun, but they do feel like that. It's like there's a warmth coming from within them. And I've actually felt like there's a vibration from them previously, not this time but previously, and like a humming as well. I've had previously when I've been with my brother. So I mean, that was really lovely. It was so good to go to Avebury again, and you know, it's nice to go with different people, with friends. So that's really lovely. And then of course we had to go in the Henge shop. I mean, if you're a shop person and you like pagan, new age type shops, the Henge shop is a definite to have a look in, because it's a really lovely shop and they've got a lot in it for the size of the shop, but without it feeling totally overcrowded. It's really, really nice. So I did purchase a couple of things. I know you guys, you'll be like, oh my god, more purchases, but this was before we even got to Glastonbury, and I did say to Richard, look, I don't want to spend too much because we've not even got to Glastonbury yet. So there was one item that I'd seen, and I'd actually seen it on Martin's channel over at Tarot in the City, and it was the first time I'd ever seen this item that I actually liked the facial features. So I'm going to show you. I'm just hoping I'm not going to get into trouble with YouTube for this. What I'll do is I'll show it quickly and I'll take it off screen. So it's the Sheila Nagig, and it's the first time I've seen one where I've liked the face, because some of them I don't like the faces on them. But this one, it does sit up, but it's because it's on this, it doesn't want to properly, but it will if it's on a really flat surface. But yeah, so there was this Sheila Nagig, and I knew they'd been out of stock because I tried to get one online, because the Henge shop is online as well. I tried to get one online and they said that lady that makes them had been ill, and so they hadn't got any stock, but they'd got about 5 or 6 of these in the shop. So I thought, if I don't get it now, they could be out of stock again. And I've done that so many times where I've kind of missed out on things because I've said, oh no, I better not get it now. So I did get this. This is the back of her. So these are actually handmade. And, you know, as you know, it's a fertility symbol. And they do have them on the outside of some churches too. So it's a very, obviously, feminine symbol too. So that was the Sheila Nagig, and they actually gave me this little piece of paper, and one of the words I'm going to spell out rather than say it. So this is about the Sheila Nagig, and it says, Sheila Nagig, the symbol of the vagina from which all human life flows, known in India as the yoni, is also called Cunti, or Kunda, the root of the words cunning, kin, and more locally Kennet, the name of the river which springs from near the base of Silbury Hill, womb. I think that is so interesting. I didn't even know that Kennet, the name of the river, which springs from near the base of Silbury Hill, which is the womb. So that is so cool, because we also went to Silbury Hill and West Kennet Longbarrow, which I'd never been to before, and it was Richard's husband that had found it and suggested it, because it wasn't far from Avebury, and we actually went there first to Silbury Hill and the West Kennet Longbarrow, which I was able to go inside, and it was amazing to go in there. And I said on the short live that we did when we were at Glastonbury that it felt like I was in another place, but not just like walking into somewhere different. It was like being in a portal or in another dimension or something. And when I was coming out and Richard was at the entrance, it was like this kind of flashing in front of my eyes, but not like there was anything wrong with my eyes, and it wasn't orbs, and it's really, really hard to try and I suppose maybe it was more like a shimmering kind of effect in front of my eyes, like I was walking from one place, like dimensional portal or something, into another, like it was the veil in between or something. It just felt like that. It was like amazing. And there was swallows nesting in there, so the parent birds were flying in and out, and you could hear the little ones at the back, and there's me walking into the back of it, right to the back of this long barrel, and going, I won't hurt you, you're fine, I won't. I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm talking to birds, seriously. But because the birds were flying in and out, Richard wasn't too keen, because he's not keen on birds and things flying at you, which I can understand. There's lots of people like that, so he only went in a little way. But when you first walked in, there was like a side, like a little room to the side on the left and one to the right, and then you went straight down. But it was so cool to go there. I'd love to go there again, and I'm going to mention it to my brother because I think he would really like that. So there was that. Another small purchase, because we went in the hen shop and I just bought the Sheila and the Gig from the hen shop, and then Richard said, do you want to go in the other shop? I said, what other shop? And there's another shop just up from the hen shop, and it's called Elements, and this is their information. So it's Elements of Avebury.co.uk. That's their phone number and social media and everything. And they do mostly crystals, with a few other things as well. So we popped in there, and I got a couple of crystals, just tumble stones, so they weren't like mega money or anything. So I'll just show you these. So I got two, because I like to kind of have things in multiples for some weird reason. And these are lunar quartz. How cool are these, guys? Look at these. And I chose two out of the big like dish that they had of them. So they are quartz mixed with something else. I think it's tourmaline, or it might be, is it tourmaline, or is it, it's one of the black stones anyway that it's mixed with and gives this grey effect, and it's been called lunar quartz. So it was these two that I chose. They kind of remind me of the stones at Avebury. I mean, especially this one. So, because I was going through all the stones and choosing which ones to get. So these are kind of a nice reminder of Avebury, actually, because they do remind me of the stones there. So I got those, and I was walking out of the shop, and Richard will tell you this, I was walking out of the shop, and I was like, oh, is that a deck? Oh, let's just have a look. I saw, just my eyes were just drawn to this deck as I was about to walk out. And when things like that happen to me, I always will stop and go and have a look, because it's almost like I've spotted that thing for a reason. So this was the lovely bag that they put it in, and it says with love on it. I mean, it's so cute, look at that. So that was the bag that they put it in, and this is a deck which I will do a full walkthrough of. I've got so many walkthroughs to do for you guys, but look at this, the Avebury Oracle. I said to Richard, oh my god, I have to get it. I have to get it. So it says the Avebury Oracle, enter an extraordinary world of angels and sacred stones, artwork and channeling by Melanie Jones, and she's a local person, the lady said. So she's done the artwork as well. I'll just read you the back, but I will definitely do a walkthrough, and this was published in 2020, so it's a couple of years old. These cards depict 40 sacred stones and angels that reside in the largest stone circle in the world. The deck is an invitation to your personal guidance and self-exploration, aimed at individuals who are embarking on a journey to open their heart and mind by becoming aware of our internal dialogue, external vibrations, intentions and truths. We are led to self-discovery, whereby our consciousness lifts and we become explicitly aware of the direct guidance from angels in our midst. Melanie Jones's artwork is inspired and channeled directly from Spirit in Avebury. So cool. Melanie continues to delve into her own personal and spiritual journey with the intention of leading others into expressing the true essence of soul and spirit. In order to lead a life of love and compassion whilst achieving inner peace, we must pursue the never-ending journey of self-development. We embark on the journey with the aim to live side by side in peace, creating a brotherhood and sisterhood of the great divine spirit, the unnameable one, yet the one who is known by 1,000 names. So this one I will be doing a walkthrough of. I'm so like this deck. I'm absolutely totally over the moon with it. I was just like, oh my god, an Avebury deck. So out of all the decks that I bought, which wasn't loads, because I bought 2 others when I was in Glastonbury, the little Forest Fae deck and the one from the Goddess Temple, this is my like prized deck out of the 3. So yeah, amazing. I didn't even know about this shop. So there was that, and then of course on the way back we stopped at Stonehenge on the way back from Glastonbury, and the only thing I bought in there was this t-shirt which has Stonehenge rocks on it, which I thought was dead cool, and of course I got it in huge size because I prefer things to be dead loose. I don't like any sort of things sticking to lumps and bumps and things, so I got it in a larger size. But yeah, that was the only thing I bought from Stonehenge, because by then I was like, no more spending. But t-shirts are always good because they're always handy, and you know you can a lot of them will last for years, especially when they're like good sort of quality ones like this. And it wasn't like mega expensive either, which I was surprised at, because normally the Stonehenge shop is expensive, and still was when I went in there. But like I say, this was all I purchased in there. So that is literally everything, guys, and I will be doing walkthroughs of the decks that I've been showing you. I'll probably do the Forest Fae one first, and then the Avebury and the Wild Goddess one. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing this. There'll be no more purchasing for a while, you will be pleased to hear, because you know we have to be sensible, and I've got a big vet's bill to pay that kind of happened when I was at Glastonbury with one of my cats, and you know it's something that happened. I didn't know obviously that was going to happen. So anyway, so you know, now definitely I will be reining it in for a few months. I am going back to Glastonbury, as I said, in October, but there won't be loads of spending. There'll be a little bit, but mostly I'm thinking Sons of Asgard is going to be my main place for October. So anyway, guys, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you're enjoying like the summer holidays, and if you've got kids and you've been away, I hope you've had a really lovely time, because you know with the school holidays that's when most people do go away, because you can't take the kids out of school. My brother is away at the moment in the Lake District with his kids and his partner, and oh my god, they are staying in a roundhouse. He sent me pictures. It is so cool. I was like, oh my god, you're staying in a roundhouse. He told me he was staying in a yurt. He isn't. He's staying in a roundhouse. So, but it's so cool, and it's all properly equipped in there with the proper bed and everything. But it's so amazing with this huge chimney going through the roof and everything. Oh, just so cool. Anyway, I will stop wittering on and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye for now.